Alright, this is a full moon reading for Aquarius. This is the December full moon in Cancer, the cold moon on December 30th. So that is next week. So let's see. Yeah, with a moon in Cancer, the crab, it's mostly like an emotional thing or talks about vulnerability. So I figure that this would be a good time to do a little bit of a in-depth emotional look and try to help people out. Anyway, so we have the first question, which is what is your current emotional state? The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is abundance, prosperity, security, a person of grace, charm, with natural leadership and business abilities, intelligent, loyal, successful, courageous, and punctual. So you could be in a pretty good spot, I would say. I think it's like the best spot to be in actually around this time. Anyway, especially with this year, the way it's been going. Anyway, we have how can you develop your sense of security? We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Cups in reverse is security, independence, dishonesty, dishonorable, falsely respected, immoral. So, it just could be your own paranoia. I'm going to say that because it feels like very self-inflicted paranoia, where you kind of stay away from people. You have to de-stress, you have to relax, and just feel secure with what you're doing and how your life is going. A lot of times people want to be like 100% like, extroverted or introverted, but you kind of have to have an even balance of both, where you're a little bit extroverted, a little bit introverted, because you're trying to actually balance out what you're comfortable with. And I believe a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just want to go, oh, I'm introverted, oh, I'm extroverted, and then just kind of play off the two. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I do feel like it would just be your own need for comfort or need for relaxing, meditation, stuff like that, self-healing techniques, whatever it could be. But I do feel like it's much needed for your own security and sense of self. But yeah, it could be your own paranoia getting to you, and you might just need just a self-help day. Some people work all the time, so you just need 1 or 2 days off. I take 1 or 2 days off, so it's always a good thing. My cat's looking at me like it's for like 4 days. You're a little critic, you know that? I love you though. You need to have a cat. They're so critical of you. Anyway, so we have what can your vulnerability teach you? We have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, failure, collapse, defeat, pain that feels like a violent death, a mental death, ruin, mental anguish, guilt that cannot be reconciled, trouble, and misfortune. So your own vulnerability, you're kind of playing in your own guilt, that's all. And I'm going to say this, you don't have to worry about feeling guilty about anything right now. That'll all happen probably in your next life, with karma the way it is. Right now you're actually in the era of last life's karma, so it's a very interesting karma, I must say. Some people have like that weird karma where it's kind of like you feel something and then it goes away. So It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's like a heat wave kind of thing. Depends of how close you are to your own past self. I think it's a little bit of both. So, and I feel like you could be experiencing that, or like deja vu or something, where it seems like you keep getting either A, visions of past things, or C, more like a past life experience that you don't really recognize, but it's kind of there. Dark shadows, or like guilt trips. You could. Some people are just naturally guilty. They're called Catholics. Anyway, so it's like just playing with lights, your own paranoia, your own guilt in some way, shape, or form. You feel like, hey, I shouldn't be having all these opportunities that are given to me, but little do you know, you're kind of granted them in any way possible. And you should just be grateful that you get certain opportunities. Because it's actually in your birth chart that you would get certain opportunities and other people won't. Aquariuses are kind of like the bartenders of the horoscope zodiac signs. So, yeah, you're going to attract a lot of people, whether you realize it or not. It's kind of like everybody going to their favorite tavern all the time. So you get a lot of good friends, get a lot of regular people that might ask you questions and stuff. They're called fans. But you get like kind of a kinship with certain people, and you kind of get like kind of admiration for what you do from other people. So it's kind of a even keel for you. Anyway. So we have, where is your sensitivity heightened in the cycle with the full moon? We have the Ace of Wands. So creation, willpower, inspiration, desire, a beginning of all things, life, love, family, business, a start of a new adventure, a mindful experience, a meaningful experience, inheritance, and fortune, home. So you could be getting some money around this time. You could be getting kind of like, good prospects. A lot of people might not be getting money like right off the bat, but prospects, yes. Ideas, maybe. But a lot of stuff is going to be flowing. How you feel about yourself. I can't really tell people how to feel because I have clinical depression. But anyway, you need to find a way of actually understanding that your sign is allowed a lot of liberties that a lot of other signs do not have, and a lot of people may be jealous of that. Like my cat, who's trying to eat all my cookies. Anyway, so, yeah, I have cat cookies, like, on the side of my door. So, yeah. Trying to get into those. Anyway, so yeah, so once you understand that you are going to attract a lot of attention just because your zodiac sign, like, Geminis, they like to talk, Libras, they like to justify things. With you, you kind of like just to be, a friend to people, you like to talk to people, you like to be around people. It's not a bad thing. It's, you might feel guilty because you're not spending enough time with your friends. You might feel guilty about not being able to be 100% on top of things. You might kind of see your own weaknesses. But I do feel like there's ways of managing it, I feel, that you might not actually be thinking about. But I do feel like it's just how you adapt to a situation that really idolizes it. Oh, that cat's gonna drive me nuts. Anyway, so I do feel like it's gonna just be a good year for you. And with the full moon right on the New Year line, I feel like it's going to carry into that, so it's going to be a very interesting year for you, I'm sure, in 2021. So if anything comes that you kind of weren't expecting, that's for you. That's not a divine intervention thing, that is for you. A lot of stuff that just comes out of the clear blue, or people that want to talk to you, that's for you. And some people are like, how do you know? My mom gets a lot of calls, and she's an Aquarius. So, I'm not even surprised. They'll be like, is your mom home? I'm like, this is my phone. Like, what are you talking about? They'll be like, is your mom home? I'll be like, yeah, I'll give you her number. But yeah, a lot of people call my mom through my phone and her phone, and it's just crazy. It's like when she's on the phone with somebody else, I'm kind of beck and call. But yes, you'll probably be experiencing much of the same thing, or you have in the past. It might drive you crazy. But I will assure you, it is for you, and it is probably going to be a lot of things coming your way, probably at a very fast rate. But if it doesn't happen all at once, it'll happen at some point during the year. Because the full moon, depending on when you were born, and other factors, it'll show. But in 2021, I feel like it's going to be more with timing, down to timing. But most people will feel it right away. Some people will feel it later on in the year, so be aware of that. Kind of long-winded, but anyway. So Aquarius, if you like the reading, leave a like. If you like what I'm doing on here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas for my next video, leave them in the comment section. And I will be doing love readings in the coming year, so that's something to look forward to. I believe the first one will be on January 2nd, and then it will be going back into Fridays. So on Fridays mostly, I will be doing love readings for all 12 signs, because it was requested by a lot of my fans. It's mostly going to be energy readings, so it's coming in, coming out, kind of bad mojo energies. So, you kind of can navigate the year or the week by if, you should propose, if you're going to propose to your person, or, if you're planning something romantic. I kind of want to give you the heads up on Friday, so then, if you're planning anything for Saturday. But, yeah, I would have done Wednesday or Tuesday, but I need a couple days off. So, on Friday, it'll be for, the next week, so you'll know about it. Anyway, Aquarius, I will see you in the next reading, and, it'll probably be on the 29th. So, it's going to be next week, because I kind of have a couple things I need to do around the house for the new year, but, that works. So, I hope this helped you out in some way, and I will see you in the next reading, alright? Bye now.